Okay. Hey guys, it's Andrew and Eugene back for week 7. Da-da-da.
Final week.
Wow. 7 weeks. That's been a long time, but it's been good.
Yeah.
So this one's going to be really cool about tweaking and analyzing the ads. Again, Eugene with Freedom Profits is been, really been stellar through these last 7 weeks of taking everybody through how to, from beginning to end, on how to create an ad, how to use ManyChat, Jumper on that, and then seeing some results in that stuff, and then taking this knowledge and then being able to build it out on your own. So cool, Eugene. So this week is going to be great. So I'm going to give you the floor, and let's just rock and roll.
Cool. Thanks, Andrew. So I know it's week 7, final week. I'm going to miss you guys. So pretty much going to learn how to tweak and analyze your Facebook ads, your budget, country, placements, your audience. I'm going to guide you through what each step for all this. And oh man. Okay, sorry. I thought my laptop's playing up again. So what we learned this week, and pretty much tweak and analyze your Facebook ads. So the main goal of tweaking your ads and to analyze it is pretty much to teach your Facebook algorithm to want to show your ads, display it to the right audience, audience that will comment, or mainly audience that will buy and make a purchase. So the more data that you give Facebook, the more the algorithm will be able to tweak the ads to suit what you need. So imagine that you're growing, and you're helping your little baby how to grow, teaching it how to walk, how to crawl and how to walk, and slowly how to eat. So pretty much it's how you have to imagine that, or how you can tweak your ads in your campaign. So I'm gonna guide you through. You're gonna watch over my shoulders of how I can show you how to tweak it. Nothing creepy here, so let's go straight to Facebook ads. Yep, so this is the one that we're running at the moment. So pretty much you'll be able to see all the data right here, like the results. We've been running it for the past week, and this is the engagement that we received. 272 post engagement. You'll be able to see the reach as well, impressions, and mainly the cost per engagement, which is over here is 16 cents. And it's not too bad, but when you tweak it further, when you get highly targeted with your when your ads, with your campaign, you realize that you'll be able to optimize the results better. The cost per engagement will go lower as well. So let's take a look at the data of what Facebook has done and what you can change and update in your ads. So you need to just navigate to ad sets, and what you want to see is right here, the performance. You can look at the demographics. Okay, one thing, you can use your desktop for this, or you can use your mobile phone for this. I'll show you in a bit with how you can use it with your mobile. I personally prefer the mobile app for Facebook, just because it's easy to navigate. It's not laggy. It gets really laggy when you have multiple campaigns running and multiple ad sets, especially. It takes time to load, but on your mobile, it's always quicker, and you get less frustrated. So looking at the demographics right here, so it's pretty obvious that most people will engage with the post women. And if you look at it, we can see based on the age as well, the age group, the age range right here. So what we can do is you can tweak the ads to only display it for the female audience instead of men. No hard feelings, men. Because females are more engaging in terms of this. So we want to do an 80-20 rule here. So we want to remove the men from our targeting, just so it's more optimized. We get more engagement, and then the better result that we receive, the more Facebook will reward us. And you can also look at the placement tab. At the moment, we're only using Facebook news feed on mobile and desktop. Let's see. You can tweak. You can have a look at the placements on desktop. So how many you receive? Only 4. And this is the results that you see, only 40. But let's take a look at mobile. Mobile, usually you receive way more engagement. So, you reach 1,982, you get, and we have 283 post engagement. And obviously mobile works better. So what you can do is you edit it to only show your ads on mobile.
It's quite amazing the difference.
Yeah, exactly. I guess, with your phone these days, you get, whether it's, the plus size or normal size, right, people, scroll through the mobiles more often than they jump on desktop. So you can tweak this as well and optimize it better. So first one with the female audience, second one with the mobile, just change it to mobile. And with the demographics, you can do 80-20 again. So only focusing on the age group that are engaging more. So in this case, if you're doing 80-20, you can focus on mainly more on people within the 45 to 64 age group, and further, target the audience. And this will help with, your ads performance, and will give you better results. And of course, your cost per click will be lower. So these are basically what you can do on desktop. But I personally prefer what you can do with your mobile ads.
What about like in the performance, like the columns? Do you set those up with any sorts of things to look at, like in terms of, where the columns are on the performance piece? Do you have a set thing? Like, I know there's a default, but do you change what those columns would be?
You mean these columns right here?
Yeah, like so above there, you see where it says columns performance, and then you can click that, and so you can do that. Or in the reports, you create a separate report, kind of like breaking down different things. You know what I mean? Is there like variances that you like to just set up for the different things?
Yeah. I don't know. So with the reports, I seldom really download the report, but mainly with the breakdown. You can do it by day, just so you can want to tweak it, did today, and after 24 hours, what results are you getting from the slight tweak that you made. So with the ads, you want to look at it on a daily basis after 24 hours, just so you can tweak it better, and just so you can see it perform better. Because if you do it lifetime, you don't know which days are performing better. Because sometimes when you tweak it, you might get higher cost per click or higher cost per engagement, and that's why But with the lifetime, it's an average. Facebook will take the average results for that, so it's not as accurate if you check it on a daily basis. But what I can show you is on mobile. It's way better. Let's see. I'll stop sharing the screen right now. You can have a look at the mobile. So, okay, this is pretty much what the app looks like, the ads manager. You can download it from from the App Store. And I personally prefer it better, just because it gives me more data of what I can look at. So these are mainly, you can look at the campaigns that you are running. So I'm not sure if you've taken a look at this.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
Nice.
So
So
You
it's
can
pretty
go into,
optimized. It's pretty optimized on the for the mobile device. So you can really run your ads and manage your ads through the mobile app.
yep, yeah. So I'm pretty much, I create it and I just tweak it using my mobile just
Mm,
because it's, first of all, it's quicker,
right.
compared to when you jump on Ads Manager on desktop because it's way too slow. And then, okay, if you look at this, you can have 1 day, 7 days tab, and then
Mm,
lifetime as well. But what you want to look at is the 1 day because with the lifetime, it's not as accurate because it's an Facebook, the algorithm takes the aggregate the average of all your days and even when you tweak it. And I'll explain a little bit. So cost per engagement for today is 10 cents. So, but when you look at desktop because it's lifetime, so it's 16 cents. So as you optimize it, the cost will go down and you can also get more data as well, like how many post reactions that you receive, post comments that you receive, and post shares, link clicks. It's easier, it's more readable, and mainly, so yep, the audiences are here. You can look at it,
mm-hmm.
and age group. You can look at it. You tweak it from there, and placements, mobile. And you can look at the little bar as well. So it's way better
Right.
on mobile. Yeah, but and also one thing with the location, even though we stays in US,
Mm,
another thing that you can tweak is drill it down further, deeper. So if you click on the button "See All," actually
mm.
shows you, which states
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
in the ads, in the location, you can
Wow.
type it all out, specifically like, I want California, I want North Carolina, Michigan, Texas, only the states that gain engagement, you can
Right.
put it in, yeah, tweak it in the ads,
Yeah.
just optimize it better.
Yeah, because you could totally say, "Hey, Michigan lovers, do you think your dog would like one of these things? It's hot out there today." So you could
Yeah,
kind of know the weather reports. Or I've known other people where so in the U.S. sometimes they have hurricane, not hurricanes, but hail damage and things like that. And so you can put your ads and run your ads kind of like that side of things. Like, hey, roofers, you need a roofer in North Carolina, in Greensboro, North Carolina, something like that, and then you can have it really tweaked for
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
exactly. You can really,
Mm-hmm.
do down and get really highly targeted.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty awesome.
And one thing, the longer you run the ad, you can look at the relevant score right here
Right.
at the bottom. So of course, it's the highest is 10, and sometimes you get 10 out of 10. That means your ad is really really good. People are
Right.
engaging with it. People are commenting on it. Um, if you get around 7, or 6 or 7, it's still not too bad. But of
Mm,
course, you want to get up to like 10, and
right.
then if you get like 5 or 6, it doesn't matter. Create a new asset, maybe with different
Mm-hmm.
questions, maybe you want to jump, ask a question about, does your dog love treats or anything
Right.
along those
Right.
lines, you
Right.
know,
You get
track
better.
it. Yeah.
What about relevancy? What about frequency? Like when do you know that that's good? Like, because now we have a frequency of 1.01, right? So if it gets up to 2 or 3, is that pretty bad at that point level? Should it be below 1?
It should definitely be around 1. If it goes up to 2, that means it's time to turn off the ads. Even 1.5, I would turn it off because that means, frequency means the times that people see your ads.
Mm-hmm.
If it's reached 2, that means, one person has viewed your ads twice already. And that
Mm-hmm.
means they reach ad blindness. When they reach ad blindness, they will not comment
Right.
or I don't know, engage with your post. So you want to
Right.
keep in mind with the frequency
Right.
for that.
And so you could change audiences, duplicate that ad, and just change targeting to say if you're doing pet stores or people with pet owners or whatever, and just run that ad, even though you have good relevancy score. the frequency might be dropping. So you might want to keep everything and duplicate that ad and just run a different different targeting, correct?
Yep, yeah, exactly. And with the frequency, it's pretty rare that you reach two, just because the audience, it's huge, depending on the niche that you selected. Even though it's highly targeted, you still have around, when we did, I think we still have around maybe 500,000 audience, for you to reach all those people. It takes a bit of time, maybe a week, depending on your budget as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's one of the things you can tweak, and you can look at it as well. So as you go, you're able to see, what happened yesterday, and the engagements, that cost per engagement was 20 cents, so it was a little bit more expensive. And as you tweak, as you go, you'll be able to see all this data right here. So that's pretty much the basic that you can do to tweak and optimize analyze your Facebook ads that you run.
Right. Would you on the audience size things? So if you know that it was 25 to 35 and 55 to 64, would you break those out into separate ad campaigns and run those things? Would you run that like that, or would you, and to females?
Yep.
Or would you just keep?
I usually would just keep it together, and then from there, if it's usually it'll run pretty good. If it doesn't, then if you further drill down, it will still won't be as good. So then it's time to change the ad copy, or create a different ad set targeting a different audience, just so you get better results. Whether it is cost per engagement, but mainly you want to track the sales as well that you receive. And from there, if you look at it, you can look at your subscribers as well, that the amount of subscribers that you have in ManyChat. So if you look at how many people are, let's take a look. So depending on the amount of people that engage with your post, say we have how many engagement before this 10? Sorry, 288 engagements. And from there, you can track and see how many use that data, and then use the subscribers that we have right here. I think when we first started, we have about 40, 45.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Yep. So you can use that data to say, okay, 45. So we have 73 increase in subscribers out of 288. So we just use 73 divided by 208. That's about 25% increase. So right. Yeah. Then you can track and see, okay, you have about 73 extra subscribers from the post out of 288 people who engaged. And that's a pretty good metric. So 25% of people actually subscribe to the messenger, to the bot. So compare this with email, you definitely will not get this with email marketing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for how you can tweak your ads, and then you can compare results and check your subscribers, cross-check with with the engagement that you receive, and then calculate the results that you receive.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically how you can tweak your Facebook ads, and then of course you optimize it and make it better, so you don't have to pay as much as
So you just go in and duplicate the ads and then change the content, like how you created the ads in the first place, but you're just changing the targeting, and you can change some of the messaging on that kind of stuff. On that, would you? Because the post is kind of running already, you would just use that same post, I guess, correct, in your ad, but you're just going to change the maybe how it would say it, something like that, right?
Yep. So I'll be still using that. So I can still create a new post if I want to test a different copywriting, and then that I will create a new campaign. Whether I can use the same audience, or one thing I forgot to show you guys is another thing that you can do is you can, since we have all the results we have the engagement results is pretty good in terms of 72. We can create a new custom audience based on those who engage with the page. So just have to navigate.
How would you do that? So if you wanted to just run an ad or find lookalikes for those people who engage with that, then you can build an audience off of that, I guess. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Yeah. So we want to create a custom audience for that, and also lookalike audience for that. So navigate to audiences from your Facebook ads messenger. I'm not sure if it's my Wi-Fi or Facebook is just really slow at the moment.
Hence, mobile works better, right?
Yep, definitely. But if you want to create a custom audience and look at our audience, you would have to. Yeah, that's downside. You have to use desktop to do that.
Right. Okay. So you can't build that kind of stuff in mobile. It's more just looking and making some tweaks on that. You can create a campaign or you can create an ad set in there, but you can't create custom audiences.
No. Yeah. So that's the downside of that.
Right.
But hopefully Facebook will improve that in the future, so everything can be done through mobile.
Right.
So remember, this is the safe audience that we did before, so you can create a custom audience based on this as well. A lookalike audience based on this as well. But what we want to do is, we want to create a custom audience based on people who commented or send a message to the Facebook page, people who commented on our post. We want to create a custom audience for that, so we can retarget and we can target them in the future.
Okay.
So you can just select engagement right here, and then people will engage with your page.
I see.
And then, let's just select the right page. And then right here, make sure you click on this. People will send a message to your page.
And that's the people who use ManyChat or whatever it is.
Yep. So those are the people who engage with your ManyChat. So this audience, this data is, it's gold nugget. So you can use it in the future, because they are already the ones who engage with your post. They're not fresh, and they are not the ones like, maybe I'll click like, maybe I will, more. I'll just browse. Right. But these are the ones who actually will comment on your posts.
Right.
So these are the audience that you can use in the future.
So would that be for, say, people who it's just like for any page that somebody has messaged on, right? Does it matter if it was this one that we did, or 2 down, or 3 down, or 4 down? I mean, just anybody who messaged with the page, you can build. They go into this audience. Is that correct?
Yep. So anyone and any page that you have that you're running, then you can create.
So so any response. So if you created 10 what do you think kinds of things, or do you like orange, or do you like red, and you created those posts that we created, but you made 10 different ones. If anybody who engages with those posts, comments, likes, shares, whatever it is, this is what this audience is pretty much.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this
Okay.
is what it is, but this is more specific. So those who actually send a message,
Mm,
um, so
okay.
pretty much those who commented and on the post, and when we have the autoresponder, then they reply to that. So they send a message to our messenger bot to the page. So
I
these
see.
are the audience on that, yeah.
I see. Okay.
And yeah, you can, I don't know, just name it custom audience. Who send a message to page.
Right.
And hit that create button, and Facebook will grab all this data, and not just this audience will grow as time passes. So you
Right.
don't, when you create 10 posts and you're getting more engagement from that particular post. When you create the 11th one or the 12th, you don't have to worry about this. You have to recreate another custom audience because
Okay.
this data will slowly grow.
Right. So
Yes.
it's a one-time audience, but as you keep creating more engagement posts, that number will keep growing and growing. And then you can always do more polls to those people or run ads to, what do you think about this? Or what do you want to do that? And then you just kind of run it to those people to get them engaged
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
you.
Exactly. So this is a
Mm-hmm.
pretty powerful audience that you can use.
Yeah.
And to take it next step, you can create lookalike audience based on this audience
Mm.
that you created, based on this custom audience.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, so when you have to select this
Mm-hmm.
custom audience to page, the one that we
Right.
created. We can create a lookalike audience to get more audience to engage, new audience to engage with our future posts.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Right. So anytime you're going to launch a new campaign or something, rather than going out to a cold audience, trying to figure out, the targeting, you already kind of did that prior when you did the first thing. So now this is much more warmer audience. So hopefully your engagement is going to be way higher.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And engagement is higher, you get lower cost per engagement. Facebook will
Mm-hmm.
reward you because you'll be like, oh, this post is getting a lot of engagement from people and getting shares as well. Must be a really
Right.
good post, and then Facebook will
Right.
reward you, further. And we look
Right.
at audience, you can put the countries, the location as well,
Mm-hmm.
whether you're targeting opening new markets in the UK or anywhere
Mm.
else in the world. You can use
Right.
this to create the audience. And
Right.
and in terms of an audience size, I highly suggest keeping it to 1%
Okay.
because the bigger it gets, the less targeted it is.
Right. 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 So
Yeah.
with something like this, with those people who respond to things, you could run multiple different offers too. I mean, to these audience. So what you could test, maybe it's this thing, a dog collar, or maybe it's a dog bowl, or whatever. And it's like, do you feed your dog this, or you feed your dog that, or dress your dog this way? Once you have those people who are messaged, then you can really kind of like just send different offer ads to them as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cool.
So this once you have this done, future
Yeah.
posts promote,
Right.
sell and promote your products, new products to them.
Right. 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 Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that kind of becomes super, super powerful, especially when you're building those custom audiences and then lookalike audiences. So on things that people click, then basically you subscribe to only doing a 1% custom audience rather than like, people say 2%, you create a 1%, then you create a 2 and 3%, and then like a 5 or 8% type of audience.
Yeah, yeah. So just definitely stick to 1% because the higher you go, it won't
Mm,
be as close to your match, and
mm,
you can try it out, and it depends how wide you want to go, but
mm.
definitely I highly suggest keeping it at 1%.
Right, right, right. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, that makes sense. That's awesome. Well, that's huge because that's definitely can help people grow their audience and and much lower cost per click because you're using a custom audience of people already you paid that upfront of like what we did there, that $40 to get those people into the funnel. So now when we do it, it might only be, maybe it costs us 16 cents to get a user, right? But when we retarget, maybe it's only 8 cents or 7 cents or something like that, correct?
Yep, exactly. The cost will go down, and it's
Right.
assets that you can reuse and reuse again in the future.
Right. Which is awesome. Yeah, no, that is fantastic.
Yeah. So that's pretty much for the Facebook ad side of things. We're tweaking, analyzing your ads. And do you have any other questions, Andrew?
No, I think that's really awesome. So guys, these are huge takeaways that Eugene just dropped there. And, like I said, this has been, really eye-opening kind of course that we've done, and really want to bring you some really good, some great information. Eugene has been, done this for 7 weeks and taken time out of his day to do this stuff. And it's really, really helpful. So like I said, if you need help on Facebook ads and all that kind of stuff, you know where to contact Eugene. Eugene, do you have your slide where they can reach out to you?
Yep, definitely. But before that, I like to leave you guys with another motivation stuff. Like knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. So of all these 7 weeks, you already know what you can do step by step. But a lot of times, if you don't put into practice, you don't execute it, it's just knowledge, I would suggest, trying it out, execute it, run your Facebook ads and tweak it. And then, you can jump back and send me a message if you have any questions. And from there, make sure, create a winning campaign for your e-commerce businesses. Or if you're doing other, if you're doing other services and businesses, you can use the same strategy as well. So you can reach me whether it's on Facebook or Instagram, YouTube, or even, you can shoot me an email if you have any questions. And I think it's been a good 7 weeks, Andrew.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. Like I said, reach out to Eugene because we don't do this stuff. Eugene's the master at that stuff. We want to bring on, the guys who can really know what they're doing and really explode your e-commerce with ManyChat. If you use ManyChat, great. You can use that. You can just use straight up Jumper to run Facebook ads, and Eugene's the guy to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, Eugene, it's been great. Sorry, we won't be talking anymore, but no, just kidding. Eugene will come back from time to time to do some stuff, live stuff. He's got lots of knowledge. So, look for our Facebook Live stuff that we'll be launching and some other things shortly. That's been awesome. So Eugene, I appreciate the time, and we'll do this again.
Likewise, Andrew, thank you for your time in setting up all the webinars and taking time out to record this and do a webinar together. And
yeah, it's great.
Keep in touch, and I'll see you in the future.
Okay, great. Thanks, Eugene. Talk to you. Bye.
Okay, bye.